Hi everyone, Derek Cooper here. I'm out on course today. I'm out here on the 5th hole on the private course at Lake of Isles, and we're going to talk a little bit about how to play a shot with the ball below your feet. So I've hit my tee shot here on this par 5 and I've hit it up the left hand side a little bit, and on the left hand side of this fairway there's a little bit of camber on the fairway like you can see here, and I've ended up with the ball below my feet. So the thing I've got to be a little careful of here is this shot's going to play differently to what it would if I was hitting off a flat lie. So the ball here is going to be a couple inches below my feet, so I've got to make some adjustments to my setup for that. I've also got to be aware of how the lie is going to affect the ball flight. So the easiest way to think about it is the ball in the air is going to tend to go in the same direction as the lie of the ground. So the lie of the ground is, if I poured some water on this fairway, the water would run down the hill. So that's the direction this ball is going to tend to go in once I get it up in the air. So I've got to be aware of that in terms of my alignment. As you look down the fairway here, you'll see there's bunkers up the right hand side. I want to make sure I stay well away from them. I'm trying to stay up more left hand side. So with the ball below my feet and its tendency to go towards those bunkers, I've got to make sure I aim a little more left than I would if this was a flat lie. The other thing I want to do is I want to get into a position where I can hit this ball solid while making as small a change to my setup as possible. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to widen my stance a little more than I normally do. I'm also going to flex my knees a little more than I normally do, so I'm sitting a little more than normal. And that's going to allow from my hips up to be in a similar position to what they are when I hit a normal shot. And my goal is then going to be, when I swing, I've got to maintain that knee flex as I come through. If I let my knees go back to their normal position, I'm going to raise up slightly and I'm going to hit the ball thin, and it's going to go along the ground, or at worst it's going to flare off to the right into those bunkers. So when I'm out here, I'm going to widen my stance a little, as I said, knees flexed a little more than normal. I want to have some practice swings where I'm trying to get that feeling of how low do I need to stay when I'm swinging through. When I'm feeling pretty happy with that setup and I think, all right, now I've got that, I'm going to set up to the ball. I'm going to aim a little more left because I want to stay well away from those bunkers, and then I'm going to go ahead and execute the shot. Not too bad. Stayed up the left hand side, the ball leaked a little to the right as we predicted it would off the lie. Leaves me a short wedge into the green. If I get lucky I can hit that close and still make birdie.